let me take this off. Look at me with my fingers again. We are on a ghost tour. We about to hopefully we're gonna follow people this time.
Kiss out.
It's gonna be very interesting.
No, no. And y'all all California.
Louisiana.
I knew already.
We stopped at this restaurant and they're telling everybody to go use the restroom. So I'm glad I went in real quick while it was nice and clean. We about to turn up real quick. This thing got 90 proof doors.
94.
94. It's really strong, y'all.
How long you
It's really strong. I'm so serious.
Hold on.
The tour guide over there, Henry. He's awesome.
Y'all got any singles?
Hmm?
Y'all got any singles?
I don't know why we don't. My walk going to the cemeteries. We're going to 2 cemeteries, and I'm kind of interested in what he's going to say. As far as he sounds like
scared?
No, I'm not.
I'm not either. Bring it on.
But the story, I was like, damn,
I want to hear the story.
That makes sense.
But that was the whole girl.
That makes sense what he said.
I want to hear the stories.
All right, let me see. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This man got a flashlight, Jesus. Come on, baby. This man got a flashlight. Uh-oh. So,
You got a more tissue shirt on. It's going to be a little different. This is called a crowbar, everybody. Crowbar. So here we go. With this one here,
Flower bed.
we're going to wrap you in the sheet. Not mummified. Oh, the movie Braveheart from Mel Gibson.
Oh, yes. So
Laid on the table
unpreserved.
dead, wrapping that sheet, but you can still see the body. So when we're there, complete mummified. Put you in, cover you up. 1 year, 1 day past. There you go, right there. 1 year, 1 day past. 1 year, 1 day past, which is Louisiana law. In Louisiana, we feel the body is disease free in 1 year. We wait the extra day. We don't want to do these steps. Everything I'm going to show you tonight has steps to it. We don't want to do those steps on the anniversary of your funeral. So everything is a year and a day. So when that time passed, the guys that work here, there's a lady work here too. She does a lot of antics. You see people watching her. There'll be a team of 3. They'll have these big industrial sized pitchforks. They're going to turn, rotate, and beat this dirt. And you're going to dissolve right here on the spot. Then we make space for another person. This has nothing to do with finance. This is not COVID here. I lost my job, can't afford a casket. Let me get buried in the crowbar. No, this is religion. This is where the Muslims and the Jewish started burying New Orleans. They had to be in dirt all the way. The other 2 styles I'm going to show you guys, the other steps don't involve dirt. This one here, all the way. Now, let's talk about flooding. My Florida folk, y'all accustomed to flooding? The floods in New Orleans, but y'all already know this. It flooded several times this year. Our major flood this year was in January. Water is heavy, 8 pounds a gallon. So ladies, the remains did pop up. But you really can't see it on this crowbar. But you can see it on the one behind it.
I know it. It's lifted. I knew it. I knew it was lifted. I was looking at that.
You have 76 people buried here.
Jesus.
What? Say babies or what?
Guys, won't y'all look to the left for the plaque here?
Oh, shit, there's room.
Another thing about our culture, we do not put everybody's name on the tomb. Can't put your die. Can't put your favorite scripture. I hate to say it like this, but you know who names get written down?
Who?
Those family members that's liked.
Mm.
You know that uncle that paid everybody tuition? His name going on there, definitely. Inside, that's the wall down there. That's called an oven wall. Come, let's walk over there. Okay.
Or is it like a whole neighborhood?
Yes, it do. No, families buy tunes, families buy Cabos. If you got you from California too? Let's say you got a social group back home. A book
He
club.
was young.
If you ladies want
1936.
buy one Cabos.
These are Masons.
Remember, your social
Oh, yeah, he died young.
Y'all put
Yeah.
together, y'all buy something for you and your girl, right? But then you still have your own family too.
The whole cemetery is Mason.
The average families in New Orleans is people who own anywhere from 4 to 14.
Y'all go down there.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
What you're gonna do, your group gonna do, because obviously everyone can't afford Marble and Granny.
Mm-hmm.
What your group gonna do is buy something big that can hold anywhere from like 12 people, like that one over there. The one I got the light on? And then you allot maybe 3 to 4 slots with that fortune. That's what your group is giving back to the community. So people do that. People do that. Oh, bullshit! Oh man,
You forgot. You didn't know they went down there.
Come on, man.
That's somebody that came up out of the. Yeah, this right here. They done. Look, this is like the mausoleum that mausoleum wall.
Sorry.
It's like predominantly Masonic, or
Yes,
That's
sir.
the whole cemetery is
I
Masonic.
was like,
All right, hold on, man.
I didn't
I'm
want to
just
be
thrown
behind. I
off,
want to
man. Excuse me
record
if I
him. That's
was
right there.
I'm just thrown off.
But we probably don't.
Or, okay, here it is. In the beginning, you had to be a Mason to be buried here. Ladies, y'all also included to y'all Eastern Stars. As time went on, rules got lax. Your wife would be buried. Your children would be buried here. But then it became empathy. What I mean by empathy is, let's say your best friend mom died. They didn't have a tomb, they didn't have a corbeau, they're grieving. You know how life is when you're not ready. Life hits you. It's how you handle it. That's how life is, how you handle a situation. You talk to your best friend, what you gonna do about your mom, man? Your best friend say something like, I'll probably just cremate her, get it over with. You tell your friend, man, don't do that. Put your mom in my tomb. Put your mom in my corbeau. So that's what I mean by empathy. This the oven wall, everybody. This is what I told you, look like a mausoleum. Look like your mausoleum. There's no mausoleum. I own a mausoleum. Your mausoleum, slide the casket in, depending on what you buy, keep on sliding them in. No abomination. Put you in, seal it up. 1 year, 1 day has to pass, which is Louisiana law. The guy's gonna come back here, remove the plate, and behind is a wall of brick, and they'll take a 10-foot pole and with a square head in the front and jam your remains inside. That's the second time you heard me say that, and it wasn't better from the first time. We dealt with a lot. Right now, we have this new strand, this Delta, got everybody uneasy. We just deal with yellow fever, still here, matter of fact. But all of these that we dealing with in current times, it's a picnic for us in New Orleans. We had yellow fever. From 1815, 1905, 80,000 people died in New Orleans. Man, we couldn't build corbeaus and we couldn't build tombs fast enough. That's why this oven wall came to play. Mass burial. Something happened back then that still haunts us today. Back then, we had no idea what a coma was. A coma.
We just talked about this today.
A coma.
We
Mosquito bit you, you in a coma up to 9
we literally
days.
just talked about this.
But we didn't know. We thought you would kill you, they remove you out the wall. That's where the phrase "Saved by the Bell" came from.
Hey.
New Orleans, not no TV show.
Again, we talked
Zack
about
and Screech had nothing
80% of the
to do with
movies.
this.
We just talked
All
about
right.
this. 80% of the movies
Y'all knew
is
something
true.
Just talking about it.
Have y'all ever heard in your lifetime? I will not touch that with 10-foot pole.
Yeah, yeah.
New Orleans, your remains had yellow fever. Those guys didn't want to touch you. They have to go back home to their family.
That's true.
Now today, 2021, this wall not being used for one reason only: physics. Physics.
The amount
behind you,
of
man.
pressure.
You got William Baker here. You got Mary Lane here. Above you to your left, man, you got Charlotte. You see those squares?
Okay.
I can't fit neither one of those squares.
Right.
Y'all didn't notice walking around how low the doorknobs are and the keyhole slots? The tallest people in my city back then was 5'3". Not average height, tallest people. People didn't start getting beds after World War I. That's why this wall not being used anymore. And this is called the oven wall. And these are called crobots. Now let me ask you a question. If this will run you today's time about 45, 55 grand for this, how much you think the other one cost you?
Oh yeah, double. Oh,
Triple.
gotta be double that.
You said 150? Who else got a number?
300?
How much?
300?
300? 300?
300,000.
300K,
No,
300K,
man,
300K.
No, man. For that one, at least about 285, 300,000.
Okay.
Damn, you on
Remember,
it.
this will cost you about 55, 45, and that other one I showed you
That's huge.
is at least about 10 of these.
Yeah.
How
So
many
you got-
bodies?
Huh?
Did you say?
All right, so,
Well, it's a
That's
small
all.
space, so I mean, I assume it's
oh
less.
yes, speaking of space, I'm glad you mentioned that. You see this space right here?
Wait, hold on.
This is enough for your family for centuries.
Mm-hmm.
This is enough for your family for centuries. The one I showed y'all all those names with that big land,
Okay.
that's flexing. Showing off wealth.
That is.
Off the right hand side off the highway. Y'all flew or drove in Florida.
I flew in.
So I mean you still have to see it when you leave the airport. That's where the big boys are buried. Those tombs range from 700,000 to $1.3 million. There's one there for 2.5 million.
That's
One
crazy.
person.
Nicolas Cage.
No.
Nicolas Cage one.
Yeah, but he's not buried in that cemetery. Nicolas Cage lost $40 million. He ain't got that money like that. His tomb is in St. Louis number 1, which is on Rampart Street. That's the one where Marie Laveau is buried in.
Ooh.
By the way, folks, Nicolas Cage is still alive.
Yeah, he is. That's why I'm like, please know that he's not
He's
dead.
not
Big
dead.
death on that man.
Although if you look at him, he do look like he wants to step in the grave. He don't
Yeah,
look too
he on the
he
way.
look haggard. He look haggard. Okay, now those tombs that I mentioned to you that cost that amount of money, who can afford those tombs? You ever heard of Ruth Chris Steakhouse?
Mm-hmm.
She's buried in there.
Mm.
How about New Orleans Saints football team?
Of course.
Tom Benson's buried in there. How about Popeye's Chicken?
Okay.
Al Copeland's buried in there.
Okay.
How about the Monteleone Hotel? That was in the movie Girls Trip. That was in the movie Double Jeopardy when Ashley Judd bought that red dress to kill her husband. They're buried in there. Cemeteries in New Orleans are status symbols. The average families, we own anywhere from 3 to 14 crobots and tombs. Because everything you see is deeded. In the United States, a dead person's name cannot be on a deed, so a succession has to be written up. It's not uncommon for you to see a phone call from a lawyer informing you just inherit 2 houses, 2 crobots and 4 tombs. What you gonna do with all those tombs? Sell them or make the loan money? Rent them out to people. Coleman showed us one thing: you need passive income.
For real.
2 people die in a year and they don't have that extra room. The cemetery gonna hold that body down for a fee. But you have a tomb in the same cemetery, you charge the family a cheaper rate. That's a full-blown business. Now you probably wondering why do people in New Orleans have so many tombs? Pettiness. You laugh, I'm serious.
It's so true. It
2 sisters
is.
get in a heated argument.
Okay.
Sister 1 don't want to have nothing to do with her sister nor her family because they ain't take her side of the argument. What you think she's gonna do?
Gonna have
She'll buy her own
Oh,
tomb.
yeah.
What do you think the other sister gonna do?
Keep family time.
No, she's gonna
Gonna buy her own. Oh, yeah, it's gonna outdo the sister.
Outdo the sister.
When a new couple get married and they buy the house they could afford, we call that a starter house. After a couple of years, that couple move up in tax bracket, they're gonna buy themselves a bigger house because they can afford it now. That same couple gonna buy themselves a fancier tomb. Now they got 2. You get married, you get divorced. Do you really think the old wife gonna let the new wife in that tomb?
Oh, no.
You
No,
gotta buy
no,
another
sir.
tomb. That's how they accumulate. Y'all never thought
Yeah,
about it.
that's a moneymaker.
Now, whatever you guess what this is, it's gonna make sense, but it's not gonna be what it is. What y'all think the concrete top is for? Flooding. It makes sense, but not what it is.
Vampires.
Wow.
Zombies.
They don't want to let anybody else in.
That makes sense too, but that's not what it is.
Why would they have that on there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a lady. It's
Oh, I'm
like
sorry, too.
Oh, you know what? What
I'm
about
sorry, too. We got one with Petty.
what about the flooding? What about the flooding?
yeah.
What about the flooding? Oh, he said that already? Oh, I didn't hear that.
Up top.
No, ma'am. This concrete top is to show people you got money to pay someone, break that open, resell it every time you have. Oh,
What?
flexing. Flexing.
Another way to flex.
You know how people really flex? They'll rent a crane and hoist his boy up and down for the funeral.
Oh my God.
Money,
Wow.
money. All right. Oh my! Check out that $45,000 unnecessary cross over there.
Unnecessary cross.
45,000.
The family.
$1,000 cross. Oh, dang. They got steps and everything. So,
This cross. Entire world buried like this except for you Westerners. Haiti, Caribbean, South America, Central America, Europe,
yeah.
Asia, Philippines, Japan, China, all buried like this. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, we not that smart. We was burying like you guys in the ground, but when the Spanish owned New Orleans, they brought this here. This just became practical time for us.
Damn.
Beforehand, we're buried in the ground like you guys, but this became practical.
Why wouldn't everybody
Well,
else
y'all asked me
follow suit?
About the
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So why? What's up with this one? Why
See,
he
this
ain't
why
why he ain't get the fresh grass?
White rocks and seashells. That's
Yeah.
how we do when I was a kid. Actually, all the cemeteries do except for this one. This one has to be different because of Masonic cemetery. They got to show superiors over everybody. So, but with the white rocks, the reason why I put white rocks, so when it rains, the bones are too, when it rises up out the mud, it's camouflage. The,
So you
the
can't tell.
side does a better job of hiding everything. All right, here we go. We call this guy here the Larry Flint of this cemetery.
Wow.
The reason why he has money. He'd rather pay the fine than to fix his plaque. He'd rather pay the fine than change the white rocks aside like everybody else. But let's just say you take me up on my offer and you buy one of these for yourself and to rent out some people. You're in California, you're in Arkansas, you're in Florida, you're in Iowa, collecting your passive income, but you're not checking your emails. You're not checking none of your notifications. You need to fix your plaque. Because this cemetery have quality control, aka homeowner association.
So now what they
Gotta keep it up, my brother. He didn't change the white rock, so he's getting fined every month. And this say this for you, and you getting fined every month. The interests are now compounding. Then people want their balloon payment with interest, and you don't pay. What's going to happen to this?
they gonna remove it?
Repossess it.
Repo.
You're gonna get.
Repo.
Wow.
Now, hold on, guys. Nobody come in the cemetery 3 o'clock in the morning, snatches out like a car.
Right.
You
Right.
just lose possession of it, and it resells to someone else.
Yeah.
You buy someone's old house, and there's something in the attic. Who do it now belongs to? You. Craziest thing I ever seen? Nah, I ain't crazy. I've seen a lot of things, but one thing I seen with a cemetery, a divorce settlement. The ex-husband, he got the crobeau, and the ex-wife, she got the dirt. Hold on before you laugh. The dirt
No.
was his side of the family. You
Oh.
wanna guess what she did with that dirt?
Oh.
Threw it out.
Oh.
Why y'all looking like that, man?
Dirty.
Divorce is not just
Petty.
New Orleans.
Petty.
DNA leaches.
Petty. Okay.
That makes
So
sense.
grandma went.
My man.
Your ancestors just
Where
went.
you from?
to wherever.
Yeah.
Texas. All the way South Texas.
South Texas. Around Browns?
There you go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Brownsville. Yeah.
Well, this is universal. I don't care where you're from.
Yeah.
Every male needs to learn this.
Uh-oh.
Hell has no fear like a woman's scorn.
Come on now.
Let's go.
You better tell her.
Valid.
Oh, you feel it too? I was like, dang. There's no sitting water over here. Where's mosquitoes coming from?
In the cemetery, this cemetery bring the equity up on those houses. Cemeteries add value to your neighborhood.
Really?
And here.
Yeah, right?
Certain cemeteries.
The one in MLK on 31st. I don't know about that one.
Here we
For a
go.
lot of them, I don't know about that.
1910 to 1940s. Banks going bankrupt and they're being robbed. Where do you think people in New Orleans hid their money?
Mm-hmm. We talked about that too. Yep.
To the hinges? Like a front door. Uh-huh. That one to your left has a security tool. That one has hinges too. When you open it up, there's a wall of brick with a shelf. For this process here, we are going to bomb you. We're going to bomb you just enough to stick around for the funeral. Back home, you guys will bomb your body so much sticks around for years. We're also going to put you in with a casket. We're going to use wood. The reason why we use wood, we ain't spending 8, 12, 15, 20 grand on caskets. Once we seal it up, put you in, a year and a day has to pass. Did I mention to you about the year and a day?
Yes.
Doing it exactly a year and a day? Okay. The guys who come back, open it up, remove your casket. Open up your casket. What's left of you? Not
Nothing.
much. Maybe the clutches you laid a hold of, or the tank tops you got on. If that. You know, gather
And take your
remains,
stuff.
put you in a disposable pouch.
Oh.
Place that pouch in a 2-foot hole in the inside floor of the tomb, open dirt called a crevice. Everybody, we come from dirt.
Yep.
Dissolve completely, make space for the next family member.
Yeah.
Now remember, names do not represent who, how many, the first, nor the last. It's too late in the evening for y'all to think I'm pulling your legs. The tomb to your left, behind you fellas, the big one. The big one, the big one. See the white plaques on it?
Yeah.
That one has 510 names on it.
Oh.
Come, we can walk over there.
Oh.
So this one just goes forever.
Yes, ma'am.
Does that mean no one's body will go with that?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think it goes forever in it. 500 bodies. God damn.
500.
The names on the white plaques. Keep in mind, guys, it's 2 centuries old. Some of the names are faded all around. Hey, my man, look in the inside, top right-hand side. They got a spot waiting for you. See those holes up there? That's where the casket's going to go. This can hold 24 individuals at one time.
Wow.
You know 2 people can die in 1 year. 12 on each side. Now, this is a Masonic tomb. You follow me? But it's inspired for children. It's inspired for children. This is the side of it. Go see the front with the stairs, where the kids have access to play on top of the roof.
What?
This is a nice tomb. It's a nice tomb. The holes on the right and left hand side at the top. Right now we're repairing the tomb. Taking it
Yeah,
down.
steps.
Yeah.
Like houses, man. I maintain your property too.
It's like a little playground.
You know, break the next slide off there, man. I thought just a play, not a slide, man. It's not a bounce house, baby. Here we go. We have a holiday. Is not we. We celebrate a holidays. It's a worldwide thing. It's called All Saints Day. I don't know if y'all familiar with that.
I heard about it, yeah.
Iowa, y'all don't do that? You heard of it? Well, that's November 1st, day after Halloween. Every family's coming to the cemetery.
Tifamna?
But the ladies, y'all come in with certain tasks. You're gonna bring alcohol, food, and Tupperware, but you're gonna bring the food of your loved one's favorite. You fellas, you bring your tools. That's your day to do your maintenance and the upkeep on your tomb.
Nice.
Banks is closed, school is out. That day is so sacred, no toys allowed in the cemetery. And the kids, they're gonna play. Remember, this is before PlayStation 5, Atari, Nintendo, ColecoVision.
Okay, Coleco.
I played in the cemetery. See that couple? Well, you don't see on the inside. A couple across the street in that blue house. Man, they had a big time argument. Well, she was arguing. He was just taking it. You know, God know what they are.
She was arguing, he was taking it.
But we had to leave. When I came back for 11 o'clock tour, she was right over there. We wasn't in the room playing Contra or Super Mario Brothers. Say, hey man, let's go play in the cemetery. It didn't work like that. My church got a cemetery in front. I've been there since I was 6 years old. And I'm gonna give you guys a little certain insight on different demographics. You go to a black church, you're gonna miss all the NFL games. As a kid, you never sit in the pew for 3 hours.
You'll go play in the graveyard.
Play in the cemetery. Did we know that was dead bodies we were running across? Yeah, we know it, but we kids, man. Plausible deniability. Come on, I got more to show y'all.
Hey. No, ma'am. You gotta spit out. Everybody backing out. Funny because thanks, eh? Lord, I don't claim no energy to attach yourself to me. All right. Não é Polo vai eu tô aqui. Polo say hell no.
All the items on the ground. If you for Katrina, then the mausoleum on your right hand side. And on the left hand side. Those orphans that burned down their fire. You're between the trees and the fence behind you. Organ donors.
Oh.
That's that plaque you see to the far right. The one down there. Let's see the other side of this plaque.
Now, why don't you do organ donation anymore?
Yeah, he didn't tell us that part.
Right.
No, that's Katrina Memorial.
Hey guys, let's show you the type of photo.
Wow, it went out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, going out, sorry.
What's that?
There's a thing next to him.
Next to him.
Wow.
You all right?
Wait, hold on. Where are you?
Oh, I'm not in this photo.
Wait, no.
Oh no, there's three ladies on tour, and they're talking about no ghosts in the cemetery. All they had to do was turn around, and lives right behind them.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. So these arrives right here. I'm asking generic questions. Let's see, is there spirits roaming around the cemetery?
So your left hand is yes?
So if it closes, it's yes.
Oh, when it closes.
Opens up is no.
Okay.
I asked a generic question, of course. If you guys are going to use this, ask the questions, you know what to ask. And you know who to ask them to. Yeah, that's the person. You know, that loved one, that best friend, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody?
Okay. Oh, you have a lot of them. Okay.
So we're going to give it out to the groups. One per group, and somebody will take photos.
You can have your fire group, yeah.
This cemetery, y'all got free reign to walk around. Majority activity is over there. You got not so happy spirit.
Oh,
over
no.
there, man.
Oh, no. Not so
Over
happy over there.
And where I was standing, where the kids are buried between tree and fence, that's how I have a lot of activities.
Mm-hmm.
And also by that wall over there. Y'all will? So what time is it?
12:31.
12:31. We're gonna meet back at the bus at 12:45. Y'all roam around. Take y'all photos.